The Bible has a lot to say about the stars. First, God made the stars and even placed them in constellations. The book of Job, the oldest book in the Bible, mentions some of these constellations, like Orion, the Bear, and the Pleiades. The psalmist says that God has all the stars numbered and named. God illustrated his promise about Abraham's descendants by saying they would be as numerous as the stars. In the first book of the Bible, we learn that the sun, moon, and stars are given for signs and seasons. Throughout history, sailors and travelers have used the stars to chart their course around the globe. And in the last book of the Bible, Revelation, we see that the final judgment on the earth will be accompanied by astronomical events related to the stars. So stars are a good part of God's creation. Where people go astray is when they believe that stars or planets predict or determine events in our lives. Astrology and horoscopes are false beliefs. Astrology is a pseudoscience based upon the positions and movements of heavenly bodies. Horoscopes infer an individual's character and try to predict their future based upon date of birth and the positions of the planets at the time. People who follow these beliefs are making a serious mistake. They attribute power to created things rather than their creator, God himself. The Bible speaks harshly against astrology, divination, and horoscopes in several places. Such acts were strictly forbidden by Moses as he was preparing the people to enter the Promised Land and live under God's blessing. The royal astrologers of the Babylonian court were all defeated by God's true prophecy and predictions, which he delivered through his true prophet Daniel. The prophet Isaiah said astrologers would be burned in God's judgment. Some people look for hidden meaning in the constellations, such as the constellation Leo, being representative of Christ as the Lion of the tribe of Judah, or Virgo, pointing to the Virgin who would bear Christ. The only problem is that nowhere does the Bible speak of hidden meanings in the stars. Astrology is very prevalent online, and newspapers have published horoscope columns since 1930. Many people base their daily activities on them. Any other source of guidance outside of God's revealed words in the Bible will only lead us astray. The Bible points us to Christ as our designer and the object of our faith. One of the great promises in Scripture is that God guarantees that he will lead us in the path we should go. Every time that the people of Israel began bowing and worshiping the heavenly hosts, God brought judgment, because he takes this sin very seriously. Anyone seeking to be a follower of God should avoid horoscopes and astrology at all costs. Only God is trustworthy.